Recently, we went to the funeral of a friend of ours. She died of cancer, only 46 years old. 1.5 years ago, nobody would have ever dreamed that this lady would not be here anymore. This friend of ours touched a lot of lives, Merle. Not because she was anybody of note, she wasn't, but simply because she was who she was. More than 500 people attended her funeral. You know, that incident reminded me that we are not promised any tomorrows, only today. And it also reminded me that there was supposed to be something I got done some time ago. And when you hear this, you'll understand why. I want to begin this by filling in a part of your life about which you do not know. Several years ago, you woke up in a hospital room, Merle, surrounded by all of the members of your family. You were on a ventilator and thus couldn't talk. But you were aware of the fact that your entire family was there to greet you when you woke up. What you never knew until now was why. You see, on a Sunday morning, several days before you woke up to your family being there, we got a phone call from Boston. Your twin sister was given some grim news. She better come to Boston to say her goodbyes because you, my dear sister-in-law, were going to die. In fact, Carolyn was told that she better come now because they did not expect you would survive even that very day. A couple of days earlier, you had checked yourself into the hospital in intense pain. A trial chemo session had precipitated a situation in which your bowel perforated, spilling toxic material into your already weakened body. You didn't know any of this. All you knew was that you were in severe pain. After considerable delay, waiting for the doctor to arrive, they checked you out, running your vitals, etc., and then they began you on massive amounts of antibiotics. You slipped into unconsciousness, and by that Sunday, you were literally on the verge of death. Carolyn got off the phone and immediately made plane reservations to take off that morning for Boston. We prayed together, and then I took her to the airport for what she thought would be the last time she would ever see you. A couple of hours later, I called your mom's house to find out if she had made it there okay. Your sister Louise answered the phone, and she was crying her eyes out. I asked her if there was anything I could do to help, and she simply pleaded with me to pray with everything I had. Little did she know. I then got a phone call from your sister Carolyn that afternoon, and she conveyed to me a pretty horrific tale of what you looked like. The sepsis afflicting you was all through your blood, and according to your twin sister, you were in such bad shape that you were literally unrecognizable. What's more, she told me that the medical staff had indeed told them that you were not going to survive.